It's Anthony from Art Online. I want to do a new series of videos, and I think that my life has changed a lot in the past year, and I think there are a lot of people out there that would benefit from learning about how I think and, why I'm so successful in what I do. I want to talk about why I don't own a car. I'm probably one of the only millionaires that doesn't own a car, and there's a reason why. You know, I turned 41 this year, and I keep looking how to simplify my life. How do I make my life easier? What do I have to think about in a month, and how do I stop having to think about so many things? How do I cut down on my responsibilities? And you have to realize that when you own a car, you have the car, you have any payments associated with it, you have the insurance, you have the gas, you have the repairs, you have the maintenance, you have, God forbid you have an accident, that takes up another 2 weeks of your time. And I looked at my life and I said, do I really need a car? A very quirky turn of events liberated me from my last vehicle. And it was a 2022 Land Rover Defender. I'd bought it for $115,000, and after a year of driving it, it fell under lemon law. And I was refunded $119,000 for a car that I owned for a year. And I sort of started with a clean slate. No car, maybe no need for a car. And I started to think to myself, what if I didn't own a car? What if I Ubered wherever I had to go? A car like that costs about $2,500 a month to drive. We're talking about insurance, vehicle payment if you have to have a vehicle payment, maintenance, gas, etc. It might even be closer to $3,000 by the time you're done with everything. And yes, I can afford it. It wasn't a question of money, but did I need it? Did I have to have it in my life, or was it cumbersome and only slowing down my progress to getting to the next phase that I want to be at? And I decided I'd go car free. I'm now about 3 months into being car free, and I will say exceptionally, I work from home. Working from home means I don't have to go out as much as the average person. I order most of my groceries online, and I'm able to do everything from my house. So it's very rare that I do have to go out. I think the entire month of February, we're now March 1st, I spent probably about $90 on Ubers for the entire month. Is it practical for everybody? No, it isn't. Is it practical for me? Yes. I'll tell you, I find the biggest problem is society itself. When I run into people and people say, oh, you don't have a car. Oh, is it a financial problem? Oh, are you having other issues? What's wrong? And I could afford to go out and buy a Lamborghini tomorrow morning if I wanted. That's not the issue. The issue is about simplifying my life and simplifying my responsibilities. And I'll tell you, I've never been so free. It's so weird, but without a car, I'm more free than I was with a car. I find myself going more places on foot. I've gone from 182 pounds to 165 pounds in a matter of 7 weeks. And I find myself discovering more restaurants when I'm walking, more shops, more things to do. And I feel more adventurous without that vehicle. And it's not for everybody. Some people have to have a car. Some people, it's going to cost them more not to have a car than to have it. But there are many people out there that don't need one, and they have it because society has forced us into believing that because you're successful, you have to have a car sitting at home. And not only do I have to have a car, you know, people said to me, well, why don't you get a beater? You're going to put as much thought into that beater vehicle as you're going to put into a nice vehicle. And if I'm going to get a vehicle, I'm going to get something that suits me and suits my personality and suits who I am. So I'm going to get something that's a Porsche, a Mercedes, Ferrari, something of that nature, Aston Martin, and so on. The point is not about trying to save money and get a Honda or get something that I don't want to be driving. It's not a question of money. It's about simplifying my life. And for those of you out there that can do it, I would highly suggest it. And I don't know if I'll ever own a car again. I found a freedom and liberty that is just unremarkable, and you can only do it once you've walked away from that commitment, and understand it once you've walked away from that commitment. And I can see myself possibly never getting a car again. So food for thought, think about it. Don't be persuaded into doing something that you don't think you have to do. And till next time, keep watching my channel, keep viewing what I have to say, because I'm going to transform how you see tomorrow.